Hi, I'm Chuck Colson with this week's 2-Minute Warning. In today's technological society, worldview matters more than ever before, especially when it comes to medical technology. In fact, I'm going to make a bold statement, but I can defend this. As medical technology advances, it's becoming increasingly clear that the pro-life position is the only position logically and ethically sustainable. The pro-choice position always leads to ethical chaos. Now, nowhere is this more evident than in a recent New York Times Magazine article about the growing number of abortions called twin reductions. How's that for a euphemism? Thanks to advanced fertility procedures like in vitro fertilization, more and more formerly barren women are able to have children. But the price of enhanced fertility is often multiple conceptions, and hence multiple fetuses. In response, the medical community found ways to reduce the number of fetuses in utero. That is, they found ways to kill some fetuses and spare others. Now, among many doctors, this seemed reasonable and at times medically necessary. Carrying 6 or 7 children in utero, after all, is a high-risk medical situation for everybody concerned. But now we're seeing an increase in the number of women carrying twins who decide to abort one and save the other. And even the pro-choice community is squirming. Writing in Slate, William Saladin uses words like qualms, complicated ethics, and anguish to describe pro-choice's response to the article. He even refers to a pro-choice advocate who questions whether women should forego fertility treatment rather than risk a twin pregnancy they'd end up half aborting. One pro-choice blogger commenting on the twin reduction procedure had this to say: "I completely respect and support a woman's choice, but something about that whole situation just seems unethical to me. I just couldn't sleep at night knowing that I terminated my daughter's perfectly healthy twin brother." Good. Well, I, for one, am glad the pro-choice community is finally waking up and asking some of the hard questions and struggling with the consequences of their own worldview, which is what you have to do. In many ways, you see, ethics is all about drawing lines between good and evil, acceptable and not acceptable. This far, no further. Well, without a coherent worldview, drawing lines becomes impossible. The discomfort expressed by the pro-choice community over twin reductions was bound to happen. They can look at twin babies on an ultrasound screen and they see they're identical, healthy human beings. One's going to live, one's going to die simply because of another's choice, and no rational human being can call this good. But again, where to draw the line? At medically necessary? Why there? Isn't choice all that matters? Well, now even the pro-choice community has to admit that choice is not the ultimate trump card. So what is? How about trying the revolutionary doctrine of the Christian faith that every single human being is created in the image of God and therefore precious and to be protected at every stage of life? You see, once you depart from that, you're in an ethical no man's land. If you have pro-choice friends, get them to read the New York Times article. The case couldn't be more clear. I'm Chuck Colson. That's this week's 2-Minute Warning.